Zimbabwe's MDC alleges that there have already been a number of irregularities in the country's election, and the Marikana Commission of Inquiry postponed to next Tuesday. I'm Richard Brooks. Zimbabwe's MDC alleges that there have already been a number of irregularities in the country's election. It claims that President Robert Mugabe's ZANU-PF has embarked on serious cyber interference as a way of closing down communication platforms such as WhatsApp and SMS messaging. Among several other claims, the MDC says pro-Mugabe village heads are queuing with villagers to influence their voting. ZANU-PF has not yet responded to the claims. Mugabe said earlier he would be ready to accept defeat at the polls.
There are only two outcomes, win or lose. You can't be both. If you lose, then you must surrender to those who have won. If you win, those who have lost must also surrender to you.
The Marikana Commission of Inquiry has again been postponed, this time until next Tuesday in Centurion, south of Pretoria. That's because lawyers representing the injured and arrested Marikana mineworkers have failed to secure any interim funding. Yesterday, advocate Dali Mpofu filed an urgent appeal in the Constitutional Court to try and secure state funding. Commission Chairperson Judge Ian Farlam.
The possibility still exists, but we do not know yet whether the decision will be favourable or not. I understand that we will have an answer, one way or the other, as to whether this funding will be available before we resume on Tuesday. This matter should stand down then until we know definitively one way or the other whether this possible funder will be able and prepared to make the funding available.
DA leader in the Northwest, Chris Hattingh, says he's received an assurance from the ANC that its former mayor of Tlokwe, Mapetle, will vacate the office today. Hattingh says Mapetle has also withdrawn his intention to appeal Monday's North Gauteng High Court's decision in favour of the DA.
Well, I had a brief discussion with the Northwest Provincial Chair of the ANC, also Speaker of the Legislature, Supremo Mapelo. He told me that he's got good news for us, and that firstly, that Mapetle will vacate the council offices today, and secondly, that they are withdrawing their application for leave to appeal against Judge Tigton's judgment, which was handed down on Monday.
Power has finally been restored to Ramaphosa informal settlement and most parts of Reiche Park in Ekurhuleni on Gauteng's East Rand. A truck drove into an overhead power line on Saturday afternoon, causing major power outages in the affected areas. Ekurhuleni Metro Police spokesperson Sam Modisha.
We have been able to restore power supply to the whole of Ramaphosa township and also to most parts of Reiche Park. Only a small portion is still without power supply. We are hoping that at least today, because they are continuing to work on site, that the small portion that is left, power supply would be restored to that particular area.